Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Adam here with Golden Care. Again, we are celebrating National Assisted Living Week, September 13th to the 19th. This week is a ton of fun. This year's theme is Caring is Essential. So we're bringing our community partners to the table, helping our community know the resources out there when it comes to our senior living options. Today, I have my good friends from Hawley-Holt Senior Advisors, Suzie and Margaret. How are you guys doing today?
Doing
Just
good.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're bringing our community partners to the table on the hot seat right here on Facebook and our YouTube channel to understand a little bit more about who are you, and then I'll lead into my next question. So Suzie, you want to tackle telling our guests a little bit about who you are and what does Hawley-Holt Senior Living Advisors do?
We'll be happy to do that, Adam. And thank you very much for asking us to join on this very important broadcast. We really appreciate that you're including us in your tribute to assisted living. Margaret Holt and I started Hawley-Holt Senior Living Advisors a number of years ago, but it wasn't really the beginning of our friendship and business partnership. Many years ago, we were college roommates. And we first were actually friends in college, but later became roommates. The way we met was kind of interesting. We were at a women's college, and they have some very strange traditions. One of them was people running around with pillowcases over their shoulders, collecting things like pig's ears. That didn't appeal very much to me. So I found myself sitting out on the fire escape watching this bizarre stuff going on. And the next thing I knew, a girl came and sat down beside me and said, "Do you like this stuff?" And I looked at her and said, "Heck no." And that was the beginning of a fast friendship. Well, we stayed friends for many, many years. And when my husband and I moved to Naples, Margaret visited us frequently. She claims that finally one time I said to her, "Why don't you get your own place?" And lo and behold, we started looking that day. She did move down here, but it was after having a business in New York. And she, of course, wasn't really ready to retire. So she became the chairperson for SCORE, which is a business, helps new businesses. And she did that until she felt that it was time for her to quit SCORE. But then she started putting her spoons in order in her drawers. And that was really tragic. So one day she called me and said, "Hey, I've got a great idea. There's something we need to do." And you go from there. She's ready to tell you the why, Adam, now.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And so you guys have a longevity in your friendship, which, I mean, there's something to be said about that. You know, you look back at your childhood friendships, your college friendships, and it's rare to even think of someone holding a friendship that long. So that's awesome. What a wonderful story. So my question I've been asking a lot of our community partners is, why assisted living? I'm a big believer that everyone picks their head off the pillow every day and they have a purpose. So Margaret, do you want to talk a little bit about your purpose?
Okay. Well, why have we chosen a career in assisted living? Did you know that along with death, divorce, major illness, and jail, that moving is identified as one of the 5 top stressors in our lives today? Well, you multiply that by 10, and that's how stressful moving into assisted living feels. But it's equally, if not more stressful to their family members who are helping them move. This is why Suzie and I feel so committed to making sure our clients select the right assisted living community for them. Do you know, occasionally we get calls from folks that are currently living in assisted living and they hate it and they want to move somewhere else. A second move for anyone, much less a senior who needs assisted living support, is very painful and very stressful. To do our job, we must know all the assisted living communities in Collier and many in Lee County. We have this massive database with all the pertinent information, which we update constantly. So what do we do? How do we do it? We spend several days just getting to know our client, their history, their medical and personal needs and desires. from their perspective and their family's perspective, because you know, with assisted living, the family is probably the bigger part of what's going on here.
Sure. Yeah.
We trust that their finances are what they say they are, and we share that our services are free to them. Usually we can whittle this process down to 3 communities, 3 possibilities. Then in the pre-COVID days, we always went with them to tour these communities and make sure they asked the right questions. And then at the end, we would answer all their questions after each tour. This is usually followed by many days of back and forth with the client's family, and the different communities that they've been interested in until the final decision. What's the best part of our job? It's when we call today, or in pre-COVID days, we go to visit them and they tell us, you know, Margaret, I just love living here. I mean, that is really special. And even better when their family says, we really feel that our family member is getting the best care that they can possibly get here. Thank you. And that's the best part of our job.
It's that reward factor, right? Just in the home care space, you know, being able to leave that home or wherever they call home, and having that sense of security, not just for that person that they're going to get the care that they need, but also giving that peace of mind to the family. Awesome. Well, I'm going to put up your information here. If anyone's interested in getting a hold of Hawley-Holt Senior Living Advisors, you can visit them right online at Hawley-Holt Senior Living Advisors.com, or you can call them 239-290-0726. And again, so if you know anyone who is exploring senior living or just curious, right, do that before the crisis. Make sure you're well aware of all of your options in Lee or Collier County before something occurs. So please feel confident to like and share this page on your own Facebook page. And please reach out to Suzie or Margaret if you guys have any questions. I really appreciate you guys coming on here today and celebrating Assisted Living Week with me. And I really greatly appreciate our partnership in serving our community.
Thanks for asking us.
And thank you, Adam, for all your support.
Of course. All right. You guys have a beautiful day, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Thanks.